When you can't outrun what God is calling you to. Jonah and the fish. Hello, beloved. Have you ever tried to avoid something you knew needed your attention? Not forever, just for a little while. You told yourself, I'll deal with it later. I'll think about it tomorrow. I'm just not ready yet. Maybe it was a conversation, a decision, a boundary, a responsibility, a healing process, a calling. At first, avoidance feels like relief, but eventually, what we're avoiding has a way of finding us again. That's where Jonah found himself. God called Jonah to go to Nineveh. Jonah didn't want to go. So he did what many of us do. He created a distance. He got on the ship. He headed in the opposite direction. The farther he traveled, the more he hoped he would leave the assignment behind. But here's the thing about God. You can leave a place. You cannot leave his presence. You can delay obedience. You cannot erase his invitation. And before long, Jonah found himself in a storm, then in the sea, then in the belly of a fish, not because God hated him, but because God loved him too much to let him keep running. And maybe that's important for someone to hear today, because we often think God's interruptions are punishments. What if they're invitations? What if the thing that keeps resurfacing in your life isn't there to torment you? What if it's there because God hasn't changed his mind? So here's your challenge today. Open your notes app and answer this question. What keeps coming back into my thoughts? The thing you keep pushing away, that thing you keep postponing, that thing you keep telling yourself you'll deal with later. Write it down. Then ask this question. What if this isn't pressure? What if it's an invitation? Because sometimes what feels like an interruption is actually God refusing to abandon his purpose for your life. You can run from an assignment, but you cannot outrun God's love. Awareness creates opportunity. Obedience creates movement, and God brings transformation.